What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Libby. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Libby Christensen. I post a lot of lifestyle, fitness content there, but I'm happy to have you today because I'm going to go through my curly hair routine, also my hair journey, because it has been a long one and I definitely think a lot of people could learn something from this, and you can learn from the mistakes that I've made in the past to not destroy your hair. So let's get started. So first of all, I want to take it back to when I first started doing my hair. So when I was younger, in about 5th grade, I had my hair straightened for the first time and I loved it. And the thing was that I grew up in a very white suburban area where all that was around me was white girls with straight hair, and I thought that was what your hair had to be in order to be popular, to be liked, and for it to be beautiful. So that's what I did. I went through and I straightened my hair every single day of my life from about 6th grade until I graduated high school. So that was a good 6 years. But before that, I went to my aunt's house and she had straightened my hair and I fell in love with it. I don't know why, just because it was different. And when you have curly hair, you always want straight hair. And when you have straight hair, you always want curly hair. You never like what you have for some reason. But now I do. I remember in 6th grade, I lived very, very close to my middle school, so I would walk to school. I was so adamant about having straight hair at school because I thought that's what was beautiful and pretty and accepted, that I would walk to school about an hour before school even started, meaning I would get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, do my hair, get ready for school, and then I would walk to school and still do my hair again. I would take a flat iron to the girls' locker room and I would straighten my hair before school. What? Why did I think that was okay? Why? But at the time, nobody told me that, hey, your curls are beautiful. I remember one girl, she would always tell me, Libby, you should wear your hair curly to school. And my hair was so heat damaged that I was embarrassed to actually wear it curly to school because it was that stringy, like, heat damage. Like, my roots would be curly, but down here would just be so dead and straight and just disgusting. So I was like, oh, the best way to avoid that is just to go ahead and straighten all of my hair. Not a good idea. So if you are in the middle of a hair journey and if you have curls, let me tell you, it's not worth it to try to fit the mold of what society around you is doing. But I think it was a lack of education in my actual surroundings because both of my parents are white. My mom was very well educated about curls because she adopted my sister and I, and here we are, 2 little black babies. She had to learn how to do our hair, and she would dress us up when we were babies. We had bows in our hair and everything. But when I got to the age where I started doing my hair by myself, she couldn't tell me anything. Sometimes when you're younger and you are so set on doing something, you know that anything that your parents or any outside resources or people say, it can't sway your mind. So I basically had to learn the hard way. I think that's how a lot of people are. They have to learn the hard way to accept their hair, to go through a whole journey, and to get to where they are now. Let me explain a little bit about how my hair got to be how it is now. So when I was younger, I was on Pinterest and I was like, oh my gosh, I want silver curls. Little did I know my hair is already past damage. It was like I should have probably shaved my head and started fresh. I was on Pinterest and I saw a picture of a black girl and she had beautiful silver curls and I was like, I want that. That's what I want. Go to this hair salon and I'm like, ma'am, this is what I would like, please. She's like, okay. This woman knew that she was about to screw up my hair and she wanted to make her pretty penny. Okay, she knew what she was doing and she knew that with my hair being so damaged that she was just gonna kill it. You know, that was really rude of her, but whatever, I had to learn somehow. So I go in and she is like, okay, well, it looks like you have some split ends. We're just gonna trim your hair. The classic haircut story. I'm like, okay, sure, I trust you, you're a hairdresser. I go in and this woman cuts my hair to my chin. So this woman goes and she cuts my hair and then she bleaches it. And when I say she bleaches it, she basically poured a bucket of bleach on my head and she didn't even tone it, I don't think. Like, if she did a very poor job. I'm gonna try to find a picture because, oh gosh, I love my hair now. Let me just say that. I feel so bad for what I did to my hair when I was younger, but it's part of the process. You guys learn from this and skip that process, please. She goes through and she kills my hair basically, and I learn, oh, okay, this is not what I wanted. She's like, you'll have to come back for a couple other treatments because it's just so much at once to do the bleach and then to tone it and all this. I'm like, okay, sure, I trust you. I go back the next time and I straighten my hair in between this because it was not curly. It was so short. I needed at least a little bit of length and I was so stressed about it. So I go on and I'm like, okay, I'm here for my next appointment. She's like, all right, we're going to tone it this time. My hair was green. No silver. This woman toned my hair green. And then I learned I'm not going to do that anymore. So time goes on and I am graduating from high school. My hair is just dead all of high school basically, and I straighten it every day. I regret that, but it is what it is. I'm with my ex-boyfriend and his aunt would do hair and she would do braids and stuff. So I decided the wise idea is to do a protective style. So I went through and I got my first set of box braids. So I'm entering college. And all the summer, I had box braids. I had box braids. You're supposed to let your hair breathe in between, but I had box braids for 8 months straight. As soon as I got one set out, I would get another set in. That was a crazy time. I was so adamant about getting my hair restored and back to where it needed to be that I was like, I don't even care. Throw whatever colors in it. Just give me some type of health to my hair, please. My freshman year of college, and this is where I learned a lot about my hair. I was surrounded by people that actually looked like me. I learned so much about myself, my hair, being black, because I grew up in such a white community that it was never taught to me, and I never saw anybody that looked like me, which is why I fell into the mold of society, and I thought that's what I needed to be. But once I got to college, I learned, oh my gosh, I'm part of a community that I don't know anything about. I'm just thankful that I went to college and I met the people that I did. One of my best friends, Destiny, I swear that girl can do anything to any hair. She's a wizard and she's so creative and she's just incredible. I'm so thankful to have her in my life. But she taught me a lot about curls and products and whatnot, and I started to have more healthy hair. So my roots grew out a little bit and the bottom of my hair was still gross and a little stringy. But I did not straighten my hair as frequently as I used to. It would be every now and then. Then I started to just wear my hair naturally. I started to have curly hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, is this what my curl pattern is? Because I did not know what my curl pattern was, truly, because it was so destroyed and my hair was so dead that it was just on my head doing its own thing. My hair was so cute when I was little, but then I just got brainwashed into thinking, oh, this is the way to do it. No. I had not seen my true curl pattern since I was like 6 years old, which is crazy. And I was such a tomboy that when I was younger, I had my hair buzzed. Like, I just had short hair, like shorter than my hair volume right now. This is me like knowing what my curls are like and having them healthy. The whole hair journey is incredible. But, oh boy, I definitely don't regret it, but if there was somebody that could have just led me in the right direction, I would have just been so much happier. But I think that we're all so hard-headed in what we want that even if somebody comes along with the key to life or the literal like answer to any question, we have to learn it for ourselves. Maybe that's just me. I'm kind of stubborn and I have to make mistakes for myself to actually learn and know how to proceed in the future. Let's talk about my curls now that I love so dearly. I don't know what this is doing right here. Sometimes they don't like to cooperate, but I love my hair so much now. So I didn't have any color in my hair. I remember I would dye my hair black with box dye, and box dye is not really your best friend. I don't know. Sometimes I would go through like weird spurts of, oh, I want black hair. So I would have black hair every now and then that would fade. So I had like a weird color going on with my hair, and from the woman that bleached my hair so bad from before, I mean, underlying and everything that was grown out was probably just like disgusting, couldn't hold color or anything like that. And then I remember bleaching JJ's hair because he just wanted to one time. I bleached his hair and toned it, and it turned out really well. I was like, oh my gosh, we have bleach. I flipped my hair upside down and I decided to bleach my hair. Why? I don't know. It was like a yellowy brassy color, which I didn't mind it. You guys can scroll back on my Instagram videos and see like when I have my bun up, my bleach like grew out so much that it was like a little skunk line on my hair, which was hilarious. But since I didn't see it, I didn't really care for it all that much. And then BREANNA came into my life, and I had worked with her before, but we decided that we were going to collab and she wanted to do my hair, and I was like terrified but also extremely excited to do something new with my hair with somebody that I trusted that was educated with curls. Okay, it's so important for you to go to somebody that knows your hair type, go to somebody that specializes in curls, It's so important, I'm telling you. So I go visit Brianna and I'm like, listen sis, I don't know what I want to do with my hair. Here's a couple of ideas. She also had some ideas for herself that she was wanting to do, and they were pretty similar. So I said, I'm just gonna leave this up to you. I trust you fully. Whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. Like, I've seen her work and I knew that she would do a good job. So I go in for my first little consultation where we talked about my hair and everything and what we were gonna do to it. And she told me a lot about what would happen with my hair and where my hair is at, what we could do with it. She also did a nice treatment to my hair where she washed it thoroughly, and this shampoo is a shampoo she used and I fell in love with it. And it's different when somebody else is washing your hair and you're just relaxing, you can close your eyes. This stuff, it's like a minty feeling and I felt so tingly, but I was so thoroughly cleansed. My hair, I swear I felt like a new person. This is the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree Special Shampoo. This is what it looks like. Ooh, it's incredible and it smells, ooh, oh my gosh, that'll clear your sinuses. Well, if you need a deep cleanse in your hair and you feel like you have some buildup, definitely use this stuff. She used this when she was doing my treatment and I absolutely love it. This is what my hair looked like when I had it treated and styled. You can see how I had like some red undertones from where that box dye decided to kind of fade a little bit. It was really weird, but she still made my curls look so great. I was just shocked. Then I went back for my second appointment with her, and this is where we did everything. So I go in and she's like, all right, so we're going to cut your hair. And I was having a moment internally and I was like, you're gonna cut my hair? What do you mean? Like, the last time I had my hair cut, it did not go so well. This woman chopped my hair off and bleached it, and I don't want that to happen again. She's like, no, we're not gonna cut like length off. We're just gonna cut some shape into it. So I had this in my Instagram story. You guys can see how it has so much more shape to it. Like, before it was just flat and it was kind of heavy and it weighed my hair down. But then she went and she cut some layers into this. She went through and she trimmed some parts and she just added a lot more volume and shape to my hair, which I was so excited about. Then it was time for color. And with color, you never really know exactly how it's going to turn out because, like I said, I had box dye that had faded before. So it was kind of like, we don't know what'll happen, but we're gonna hope for the best, and hopefully it takes everything very, very well. She sprinkled some chocolate color up in my roots and carried that down. And you can see where it's chocolatey and then it's more caramel color. Definitely around my face, I have a lot more of the caramel coloring, which I think looks really good, but that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. And she went through, she took me to a dryer, and then she began to hand dry after that, and she diffused it. I'm going to walk you guys through the products that Brianna gifted me to use that have changed my hair forever because they are incredible. The first thing that I use right out of the shower is the Weedad Whipped Curls Daily Conditioner and Primer. Restores curls, moisture, and softness, and it's for all curl types. This stuff is so amazing. You need to get it. It's like a nice little tube. Up here, it looks like it'll come out like a mousse, right? It looks like you push it and it comes out like a mousse, but it's actually extremely thick, like a conditioner. So it's really, really thick, but it's so moisturizing. And this smells like candy. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And then I use this guy. So this is just a mister bottle. You know, spray bottles where you have to crank them 1,000,006 times? Watch. I think they're like $10 maybe on Amazon. I'll find the link to this one and I will put it below so you guys can shop it. But this changed the game for me, and when you're working with your hair, you want it to be damp. You don't want it to be dry. So for me to be able to consistently mist my hair and have water in it was so important for my styling. So then after that, I go in with this guy, and this is the Heat and Humidity Gel. This one's by Weedad as well. It's definitely like a water-based type of gel. It's very thin and it's easy to maneuver through your hair. You can kind of grab the curls that you're wanting to work with and kind of cover them and coat them. But oh my gosh, and you know when you think your hair is going to be crunchy, my hair is so the opposite of crunchy. It's so easy to just work your fingers through, and it's so like fluffy and healthy, and it feels like I don't really have product in it at all. That's something that I struggled with for so long. I never knew what products to use, and I didn't want to spend money on products because When you're young, you don't have money to spend on products that you could potentially just never use again. So it's very important to know exactly what you need. And that's why I'm so thankful for BREANNA, because she knew precisely what I needed for my hair type, and what routine to do. Those are basically the two products that I use right out of the shower when I'm styling. And then the other thing that I use, I mentioned diffusing. Girl, diffusing changes the game. So if you have a hairdryer, you're in luck. Now all you need to get is a diffuser attachment. So my hairdryer came with like 6 different heads to it. You just stick this baby on here, just let it blow all of the air, and I am scrunching my hair at the same time as it is kind of drying my hair and shaping it. One more thing I want to note is when I am doing my hair, if I am using the tea tree shampoo, it cleanses your hair very well. So with that, I use the Lishuid Meltdown Extreme Repair Mask. This is what it looks like. I use the repair mask if I'm using the tea tree cleanser because it's just such a deep clean. For every day in the shower, I don't really wash my hair with shampoo all too often. I usually do a co-wash, but the shampoo and conditioner that I have is also from Lishuid. So this is the Advanced Climate Control Defrizzing Shampoo. Works so well, also smells incredible, and its buddy is the same. It's the conditioner. So like I said, I will use these in the shower. I like to co-wash my hair because my hair doesn't actually get very oily. If anything, I have normal to dry hair, so I don't like to wash it too often because it really will strip my hair if I do that. We'll show you guys a before and after of when I went for my first treatment. Bronx. From when I went for my first treatment to when she colored it afterwards. You can see how she got rid of those red undertones and really added more of those golden caramel, those golden caramel colors to it. And I love it. I will be sure to update you guys on my hair journey because now I'm really proud of my hair and I'm not embarrassed by my hair like I was in the past. Hopefully you learned a little bit about some new products that you can try out. I will have them all linked below so it's easy for you guys to shop for them. And you guys can DM me or BREANNA with any questions that you might have. If you're in the Lawrence area, make sure you hit her up if you want your curls to be doctored the proper way. Hope you enjoyed this little video. It's been fun to sit down and film. Let me know what else you guys would like to see from me, and I will talk to you